Good morning. This is my second attempt at making a RocksChat. I went into too much detail about my ailments again. I said I wasn't going to do it. So I'm starting again and I'm not going to mention it. Hello! Welcome. So, as you can see, finished. I did get this one out of line because I wanted to show you this one. It's so adorable. Isn't it just gorgeous? So I did the tutorial and it's up today. These ones have got those little feeties inside that mean it keeps its shape, which I like, because when you're showing something you need it to keep its shape, otherwise it just doesn't look right. But I did the other yellow one, so now we've got a little pair. I could do another one of the whites because I've got one there, if you see what I mean, and I've got a little pair, excuse me, I've got one of these has got feet in and one hasn't, of lilac ones that I haven't done. I thought I could put a ribbon in those or something, or a different material to that. Anyway, that tutorial will come up today. I was toying with the idea of having the yarn festival in search of yarn quest thing come up. I've got really good names for things today, and having the tutorial Thursday, but I've been saying I'm doing it tomorrow, so I figured no, I'll do the tutorial for today. The right-handed and the left-handed will both be up today. And then Thursday will be the yarny doodah, so that'll be that. And last night I did another one of these. So what I did was I kind of looked at my old ones I'd done, and as I did it I wrote it down this time. I thought I might have written this one down, but it seems I didn't. So now I've written it down as I go, and I made another one to refresh my memory. Excuse me, I got taken by surprise by a hiccup. Yeah, so now I've written that down. I'll do that one next. So the joke of the day is more of an observation, really. It's not kind of funny, so it may not get one of these. My laugh is becoming like that. I'm getting a bit worried about it. I feel like maybe I'm turning into a machine. Ex machina for the laugh. Anyway, what's the biggest complaint of a retiree? There's not enough time to get everything done. So it's more of an observation, isn't it, than a funny? Don't you think? Because, you know, I don't know if any of you have ever had times when you've given up work. Not necessarily retired, because that is kind of the definition, isn't it? Give up work. But, you know, when you're not at work for any reason, whether it's because you're ill, you've had children, and you've not gone back yet, is there ever a time when you sit down and you think to yourself, how on earth did I ever find time to work? Because, you know, that's very true. And it's not just a case of now, because obviously now I'm doing YouTube. It takes up an awful lot of time. I know this may look like I throw it together with a bit of chewing gum, but it takes time. Seriously, better have a bit of tea. But yeah, it takes time. All of it. Especially crochets. We know that doesn't happen like that. Wish it did. But, you know, we have to make them. And yesterday, that tutorial, I did 4 times. 4 or 5, actually. 4 or 5. I kept messing up. Anyway, beside the point. Hours because of that. Just wiped out the day. I nearly gave up and thought, do it Thursday. You've had enough. Forget it. Keep messing up. I know. It was stupid things as well. Stupid things. But anyway, takes up time. And now, hobbyvox.co.uk takes up the time, which I love. You know, I do love both these things. So it's great. But it's not the same as when maybe I just gave up work and I had nothing. Because suddenly, there's so much going on in your life. Doesn't matter how old you are, you suddenly think, how the heck did I ever find time to work? It's very true, that. Very true. That's what I mean, more of an observation. I'm going to put that back before I lose it. I love this keyring. Gary got me this in Euro Disney. It's a mixtape. And I've noticed that Pandora do a charm of that. There's only 2 that I like from that whole series, and one is Groot. Little dancing Groot, and that one. So on the Christmas list, I think. Oh, that is a lovely cup of tea, if I do say so myself. It was my first one because I got up, I watched a little bit of TV, and they're on about Alzheimer's this morning. Like a headband you can wear, and it's giving them information about the part of sleep to do with memory storing. And they were looking at the results of this thing as they download them, and they compared the brain waves of people who have got no risk factors when it comes to Alzheimer's and those with risk factors, and there were subtle differences. So they're thinking that in time that will help them develop a test to see who is kind of likely to be getting it, better treatments and maybe even cures. So yeah, I kind of watched a little bit of TV as I came to out of my sleep funk. And I'm glad I said that right. See, I'm becoming the machine. Or is the machine becoming me? I don't know. Which came first? Chicken or egg? I don't know. Oh, it's weird though, isn't it? Another weird thing is the thoughts that go through your head when you're asleep, or when you're going to sleep and you can't, you know. Because, you know, becoming a machine was something that was playing on my mind a little while ago. And what you know, like Gary says to me, if you can't sleep, I've bought you 3 books, right? Lewis Hamilton's book. I've got Michelle Obama's book. I did start reading that at one point and thought, oh, I'll put that down and I'll pick it up later. And Spare. He bought me that, even though I'm not particularly happy with all the Meghan and Harry stuff. He bought me that. So I've got 3 books that are both, you know, all interesting and I want to read. And he said, why don't, if you can't sleep, put the light on and or your necktie and read your book. And then you'll soon fall asleep. That is very true. You do fall asleep reading. So instead of doing that, or grabbing the crochet and doing a little bit, and maybe writing it down as you go, you know, what do? I lay there and I think of like the most wacky stuff. Like, wouldn't it be great if on the point of death, you could somehow have a team standing by that would plug you in and either download your consciousness or take out your whole brain stem and put it in cryostasis, and then at time in the future when they've got the capability, put that into an android. I don't mean one that looks like Data. I mean one that looks lifelike, you know, that's really good and prettier than me and thinner. So then they could put that with great hair. They could put that in this android, and then as long as you've got all your brain and your consciousness and everything else and all your sort of faculties and memories, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? You could truly live forever. So you know, that's what I think about. That, honestly, that sort of stuff. So yeah, maybe I am becoming a machine. All the machines are becoming me. Wouldn't that be scary? Wouldn't that just be scary if there was all machines like me? So just a minute ago, when I was filming the other one that never was because I got rid of it, I sneezed, and oh boy did I. It was like a wow, you know, like a real, my sneezes are very loud. The one I did on camera the other day, because it was a impromptu, I couldn't help it, woof sneeze, it was a very small one for me. Normally they're like, you know, they're like, sorry about that if I look like scary, but normally they would blow your wig off. They're seriously big. And that's what I did earlier. Obviously I paused it, but because I knew it was coming. It's one of those tickles that start up here. But because of it, I now need to blow. So I'm just going to pause it for a second. I'll be right. Oh, that's better. It's got a really red nose now, though. I'm just going to have a bit of a slip of my tea. And excuse the cup. It's only where I've let it kind of go cold and I microwaved it once. It's true, I do that. Not going to throw it away and make another one. Why? I just zap it. It's not got milk in it, so it doesn't taste weird. Love your microwave tea. Oh, it's not nice, is it, when it's got milk in it? But when it doesn't, it's no different. No different. I've like my ears are popped, so I'm kind of waiting for them to pop back again. I know you're not meant to do that, but I had to because I couldn't really hear myself, which is weird. I was going to show you something then, and I've totally forgotten what it is now. Get back to the tea then. What was it? I don't know. So the yarn on is not just this amount. There's other yarn, which I will now do Thursday. There were 3 shops to choose from. I don't know if I told you this before. Oh, am I going to sneeze again? I don't know. There were 3 shops. And so there's more to show you than that. And it will be on Tuesday, certainly the quest for UK yarn shops or something. I've done a few now. Oh, man. Bear with me a sec. I just don't know what's going on. Anyway, I am out today. I'm off to see Harley for his 6th birthday. Got to wrap up the bits and pieces that I got him. And the reason that I've washed my hair is because sometimes when I do that, Victoria will be kind enough to straighten it for me. However, she's got a birthday cake to make today. No excuse though, you can certainly find time if you're watching, but she probably isn't because she's probably making a birthday cake as we speak. But you know, it needed doing anyway, so whatever. Yeah, so I might film this tutorial. I'll try my best to do it over the week, but Gary now is back at work. His shifts this week were just Monday, Tuesday, so it's a little difficult. Depends if he's DIYing and not making too much noise, then I can get this done. This is my, what did I call it, winter sunshine scarf. But you can make it, obviously, it'll be a blanket, it can be whatever you like. It doesn't have to be a scarf. Be cushions. Could be do-rags. Could be a garment. Because, you know, that would just, wouldn't that? A bit snazzy. I'd use the darker ones if I was doing it as a garment. A bit wide. But then you could just omit. Obviously, you won't have the edging either, would you? So it wouldn't be that wide. Plus, you could omit the last one down there. Just milling it over. I quite like that square. It's nice and chunky. I don't normally do chunky squares, but I like that one. Excuse me. Well, I'm going to get off and upload this video. See if I can't dry my wet hair. Get ready to go and see the little man. And, well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to watch my tutorial. As I said, the right and left will be up later. And tutorials don't normally get quite as much traction as normal videos. But I had a bit of a good month last month. My videos hit more. And I got more views, way more views. And even my mittens that usually get the same amount of views every month, which is very good, got half as much again. So hopefully my little booties will too. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you back tomorrow and I'll tell you how the birthday went, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.